Yo, what's going on, YouTubers? It's your man, Mr. Heat Ledger, coming at you again with another video. Thank you very much for tuning in. This one's going to be a full repainting and restoration of the Reebok Shaqnosis that I just picked up. These were used, and if you want to go ahead and see the full unboxing and review, you can check that out right here. Before I jump into the actual restoration, it's going to be a few parts, and I want to start off by showing you guys what I use, just pretty generally for any sneaker that I've worn that I want to clean. This is a disclaimer, this is a pretty budget set of tools. So I don't have any of the Jason Markk stuff. I would love to use it, but to be honest, this system works for me for now, and maybe later on I will upgrade to something else. But for me it works, so I don't know. I'll show you guys what I have. So first off, just a really basic dry toothbrush. This is just going to be used to take some of the dry dirt off the shoe before wetting it. This is going to be a wet toothbrush. So this will be used with the dish soap solution and water. I have a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, fully complete with doo-doo stains. At the top, cut off of a water bottle. This is just going to be filled with water, and I'm going to add some dish soap in this. You can really use any container you want. Here I have some instant sneaker cleaner. This is from Foot Locker. This isn't really necessary, but it's a foamy solution and I like to use it as well, just for the outsoles. Like I said, it's a budget cleaning set. This is from the Dollarama. This is a dollar store in Canada. It's $1.25. It's just your regular dish soap. It's antibacterial, which is cool, and it also smells like oranges. So all the ladies gonna love you. And lastly, I have a knife. Why? Because I'm depressed and I want to hurt myself. No, it's because there's always going to be little stones and crap in these grooves that you won't be able to get out with a toothbrush. And before you even start cleaning, it's nice to use a sharp, flat edge that can really get into some of the grooves. And that's why I use the knife. We're back at the sink. So I forgot to mention, you're gonna also want to need a little bit of a cloth or a rag or a towel, because you're gonna need that several times throughout the cleaning process. It's also nice if you throw on a couple tunes, because this is probably one of the most boring things ever. I hate cleaning my shoes. It's time consuming and very, very annoying. What's even worse is making a video about it. So I got my dry brush. I use a toothbrush. You could really use anything, as long as the bristles are not going to damage the material. Alright, now once you finish that and your shoe is looking decently clean, you're going to want to get your wet toothbrush and your soap, stir it up, pretend you're a witch, and then you're going to want to just scrub on that outsole. Don't touch the upper yet. It's going to depend on the shoe, but for me, I'm going to leave the upper for now, and I'm just going to hit the outsole. There's a ton of dirt on this thing. Just get a lot of soap in there. We want to get started on these outsoles. Before I start, like I said, you're going to want to get your knife, and you're just going to want to get in there and clean out or take out any of the little stones or rocks or sticks that you see in some of the crevices. So I got all the stones out of the outsole of the sneaker, as you can see, and now I'm just going to go ahead and start by using this instant cleaner. I spray this on uppers and the outers. But to start, I'm going to go ahead and just spray it all over the outsole. What's happening, guys? So I've completely finished cleaning the outsole. I've done it twice. I'm probably going to do it one more time. I used the foam as well as some dish soap and water, and I just scrubbed it, dried it, took the excess dirt off with a rag, and then did it again. Repeated that process a few times. Alright, so I've completely cleaned the upper just really quickly with a little bit of dish soap, and this is when I'm going to use the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser just to really whiten up the upper as well as the midsole. Alright guys, so I've cleaned the upper with the brush, I've cleaned the upper with the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. It's starting to look pretty white, which is pretty cool. I'm finally seeing this sort of come alive. Now, before we get into anything else, you might want to run through these steps one more time depending on how dirty your sneaker is. There's going to be 2 more steps before we start the repainting. The first one is the toe box decreasing, and the second one is kind of getting rid of all these, I forget what they're called off the top of my head right now, but it's like kind of like lint and balls from your sock. The last part is filling or stuffing the toe box with, I used just sort of the wrapping that comes in the sneaker when you originally purchase it. I don't even know what that stuff's called, but you could use anything. You could use an old sock, use a cloth, whatever you want. Take a damp, wet cloth. You have to stuff your toe box, kind of make it into the shape that you want it at the end. It's not quite perfect for me, but it'll do for now, because I'm going to go over it a few times. You have your damp cloth, and you're going to put that right over the area that you're interested in decreasing. You have your iron. This is just a pretty standard iron here. You can use a steamer. And you're just going to lightly go over this area. What's going on, guys? So I've finished ironing the toe box. I did it about 3 times, and as you can see, there is just very, very minimal creasing on the toe box now compared to how it was. So we finished cleaning the shoe, and we're gonna go ahead and complete the final stage, which is painting the midsole. In terms of prep, I haven't really done too much. The only thing that I did in this case was use a little bit of this nail polish remover. Got this at the dollar store, and a cotton swab. And all I did was soak the swab and just run it over the white areas of the midsole, just to take off the first layer of grime, dirt, anything that's left over that I missed after cleaning it. What I'm going to be using is pretty simple. This is the Angelus Flat Black paint, and it has a brush inside. Before you start, always going to want to go ahead and shake up your paints. Pretty simple stuff. Yo, what's up, YouTube? So I've completely finished painting the midsole. As you can see, I let this sort of dry and settle overnight, but as you can see, the color is pretty consistent throughout. I did do the toe as well. It actually came out really, really nicely. You see the other side there, and the back area. Lastly, I didn't mention this, I don't think, in the beginning of the video, but I'm actually going to go ahead and suede dye the toe here. It's a little ashy, and I think it could be a bit more vibrant. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. Shout outs to my man Dom. He actually explained what I should be doing. Apparently you're supposed to mix this with another solution, but I have absolutely no idea what he was talking about, so I'm going to go ahead and pretend I never heard that. What's up, YouTube? So I've let the suede dye dry overnight. Let's check out the final shoe.